Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hollywood, and today I will be doing the battle of the Keanu Reeves with The Matrix, John Wick, and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So the first of each franchise, because I haven't seen the other Matrix films. And I did see the other two Bill and Ted's and the other three John Wicks, but this is just the first films from essentially three phases of Keanu Reeves' life. You had the one that started in the late 70s, but then he had another one that started in the late 80s with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and then after I believe Speed, he took a few years off. Then he started with The Matrix, and then after some of the Matrix sequels, he took a few years off, and then with his current phase in John Wick. So three kind of eras of Keanu Reeves, and three all telling a story about a character played by Keanu Reeves that his three most interesting characters I've seen in film. So, which one of the three do I think had the best first movie? Well, let's start. And this is the first time where I actually did a three-way duel, so yeah. In terms of which character I think was the best, it's actually crazy, because that reminds me, in 3 weeks from today, because this is day 79, which I know I've emphasized it here and there, but this is day 79 of my 100-day posting streak goal. That means in 3 weeks, it will be my day 100, and I'm going to do something very special that day. I'm going to give you guys my top 100 favorite movie characters, so. I guess, you guys already know who would be on the top between these three. But yeah, and I will let the time know next week of what time it will be on April 30th live stream. Anyways, back to the duel. My favorite lead of these is obviously John Wick, and then I'd probably go John Wick, then Neo, then Bill and Ted, I kind of put them together, but he played Ted, so yeah. And now, which one, did I think was the most interesting? And I think they're all pretty interesting. And so, Bill and Ted are about to fail high school, and they have to go back in time to get all these historical figures. The Matrix is about a chosen one, that being Neo, who has a choice between red pill and blue pill, and this is high concept sci-fi. And then John Wick is just a simple revenge story. I think they're all very interesting, and I am gonna kind of not go just category by category. And personally, I'd probably say John Wick still, but it is very close. And it is hard, because these three are also kind of even though they kind of feel all Keanu Reeves, they kind of have that same style, they all feel very different at the same time. So it's hard to compare, but at the same time they also feel quasi the same. I don't know, because one is just time travel, one of them is just sci-fi, and one of them is action. But that's the interesting thing, you kind of have to blend it. And I will just start analyzing the films. So Bill and Ted, like I said, tells a story about Bill and Ted who are about to fail a high school class, and they have to go back in time to get historical figures. I think it is very interesting. It's just a very interesting journey of Bill and Ted achieving their goal. And I actually liked Bogus Journey more, but in the first one I liked it. And then by the end they have to make sure they still pass, so that Ted doesn't get shipped to military school. And The Matrix is very high concept sci-fi, where at first you don't realize is it a dream. It definitely Inception definitely took some inspiration, and same with Avatar, it feels all kind of similar. And The Matrix visually is cool looking, which recently it was just the 25th anniversary of The Matrix, which I probably should have gone, but I didn't. But yeah, I should have seen the 25th anniversary of Matrix. But anyways, like, The Matrix, I mean, is just a really cool movie visually, and the story, I think, is really engaging, and I think that Neo's journey is really interesting. And then John Wick, which obviously had his 3 sequels after, but just in terms of the first film, just a simple dog revenge story that kind of has a happy ending. And I think all 3 of these films could have easily stood alone. But of course, they all had sequels after this, but like I said, I will only be talking about the first. Now I kind of have to like break it down a bit. So like, which one did I feel the most engaged with? I mean, like I said, probably John Wick, but then The Matrix is right there too. Bill and Ted I still really enjoyed, which I think might be the most enjoyable, and just in terms of engaging, I don't think I was as engaged in the story as the other 2. And in terms of like, because which one was like had the best action, I mean, of course I'll go with John Wick, but I think The Matrix had the best visual, and Bill and Ted was just the most fun. And I mean, now by this point it just kind of comes down to personal preference, which story or which genre. So it's kind of like which genre is my favorite. And this is like something where I will just say I could easily eliminate Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It is easily my least favorite of the 3. Still an awesome movie, but just not as good as the other 2. So this is really the real battle, John Wick versus The Matrix. And in terms of which one was more revolutionary, of course I'd go with The Matrix. That had a big culture impact. And it also came out during my favorite year of film, and John Wick 4 actually probably came out in my favorite year of film since '99. But this is, of course, the first one that we're talking about. And if it was John Wick 4, that would have easily taken home the victory. But the first film I do like a little bit less than the 4th film, and it is very on par with The Matrix. But it really just comes down to personal preference, not really what I think is better, which I think objectively they're about the same. However, which one do I like more? Of the Keanu Reeves original division, the film that I like the best of the 3 is the original John Wick. So that takes home the victory. It is my favorite between Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, The Matrix, and the original John Wick. John Wick comes out on top. Now, thanks for watching. Feel free to share your picks between the 3 of which one do you think is the best. And I cannot wait to do more of these movie duels. Actually, I think an upcoming duel I might do, because I still need to watch The Predator, but maybe I might actually try to watch it tomorrow, is I might do the original Die Hard, the original Terminator, and the original Predator. But anyways, thanks for watching. Feel free to share your picks down below in the comments, and peace out.